What's happening, ladies and germs? Today we got another episode of Car Talk. That's TAWK. Thank you for coming in, turning on YouTube, and listening. I appreciate your time. Really, I do. Today, I've got something much bigger happening in America currently, and that is, who the hell is President Trump? Why is he our president? And how did he get there? And what does he run on? And how the heck did he win? It's a question I think a lot of people have. He lost the popular vote, let's not forget, but he won the Electoral College. How did he manage to do that? Why did he do it? Why did he run? We're going to answer some of those questions in this episode. It's not going to be super long. We try to make these short and sweet. I can always make longer episodes in the future, but for now, we try to get the burning questions out of the way, try to answer a few questions, and we go from there. Quick rundown on Donald J. Trump. Donald Trump's parents are Fred and Mary Trump. They were in the real estate business, and they made a lot of money. Trump was never a pauper. He always had money. His family had money. Trump was born into money. As I'm sure you've heard by one of his famous quotes, he started out his business with a small loan of $1 million. What I would do with a small loan of $1 million. A lot. They were big into real estate. He was born rich. He's had political affiliations from independent to reform to Democratic to currently Republican. He's been all over the map. He's a major television personality. He's had cameos in films. He has been all over the radio, most notably with Howard Stern. He is the oldest and richest person to ever be elected to office as the 45th president. Now, I think this may come at odds with his message because Donald Trump actually ran on the platform of populism. Populism is simply the idea that there is the working, regular class of people that all have a lot in common, and then there is the elite class that has more than them, and it shouldn't be that way. It's very unfair. Populism was with the popular vote, which would be the people in this case, which oddly enough, Trump is definitely an elite, a one-percenter, and he would not be part of the populist vote. Very interesting that he ran on that, and he galvanized a very large group. So the question on many people's minds then is, how did a seemingly racist, bigot, elite win the Electoral College in this country? Win so many votes in so many different areas of the country? Win states like Michigan, which is my home state, which has been a blue Democratic voting state since 1992. The 2016 election was the first election since 1992 in which Michigan was a red voting state and not a blue. So how does this happen? The simple answer is who Trump spoke to. For better or worse, Trump spoke to the people who feel disenfranchised in this country, who feel like they were forgotten in the tech boom, who feel like jobs have been leaving, rightfully so, jobs have been leaving many areas of the Midwest, and who feel like their pay has been stagnant for years. What is the best way to lash out at a country and at politicians when you feel like you've been forgotten and you feel like you're not where you should be in your life? You are maybe worse off than your parents, or you are not achieving the same kind of upward mobility that you might see in the coastal cities such as New York and California. The best way to do it is to completely rebel and vote for, in your opinion, the lesser of two evils, which just so happens to be somebody who speaks to what you say. Hillary Clinton failed to speak to a group of people, many of those in the Midwest and in the South, who felt as though they have been forgotten. Donald Trump did the polar opposite. He spoke to all of those people and in turn received their votes regardless of what he has done or said in the past, which truthfully is not very politician-like to me. But that was the point. That was the entire point of his election by these people. People who didn't want a politician. Donald Trump ran on a populist and nationalist platform that spoke to many Americans who were tired of, in their view, political corruption in America and politics run by Democrats. They don't care about Russian collusion. They don't care about Stormy Daniels. They don't care about anything damning to Donald Trump because what they see and hear from Trump are things that they voted for and wanted in the first place. You don't like immigrants? Great. Neither does Donald Trump. You want the wall? Great. So does Donald Trump. They're going to vote for him no matter what. So I guess the burning question and the question that you have to ask yourself is this. If you want Trump out of office, how are you going to do that? Number 1, vote. Simple. Number 2, America is at its best when it is most centrist. We are currently in a time in America where there is a major gap in opinions between the left and the right. And in the future, that will cause problems. The more and more people become more and more radical left, and the more and more people become radical right. If you want to stop Trump, do not be radical. Be centrist. That is my opinion for how you get Trump out of office, how you get somebody who, in my opinion, is a little bit too far right, and how you get somebody that is a little bit more in the middle. Republican, Democrat, I don't care, but you can't be too far left and you can't be too far right. That is Car Talk, TAWK, for the day. Thank you for dropping by and listening. Let me know if there's some other episodes you're interested in me talking about, chatting about. I love history. I'm going to be doing some reviews for different products in the future as well. Hit me up. Let me know. I'm happy to talk. I'm happy to listen. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope this spoke to you a little bit. Thanks a lot.